Hey guys, how you going? Hey guys, are you worried about 5G radiation? EMFs? Well, I want to tell you about the sponsor of this video. They're patriots and they support the truth. They're called EMF Harmonised and they sell EMF protection technology. The technology filters out the harmful RF waves, radio frequency waves, and has been scientifically proven to do so. It's Tesla technology. As we use computers, phones or tablets to watch any videos or do anything these days, the EMFs are damaging our DNA as we use them. In other words, consider getting some EMF protection from the link below, as you'll protect yourself, you'll help the growth of my channel, and you'll help a fellow truth supporting business, and it's very easy to shop by. They have phone strips and computer strips and laptop and personal relief discs. There's quite a few things in here, guys, so if you're interested, please have a look, and the link will be down below. Thank you so much. Hey guys, I'd just like to thank Catherine before I start. And something weird's happened with YouTube. With monetization, now you answer some questions to see if you're suitable. Like inappropriate language, adult content, violence, shocking content, harmful or dangerous, drug-related, hateful or firearms-related, or sensitive issues. So that has changed. So we'll see how we go, guys. I don't know whether this is a good thing or it looks like a good thing. But since the court case the other day, who knows? Hey guys, I have to apologise for the last few days. Some of you may know that I had a sore neck and back. Well, then I got a cold, and every time I coughed, I would pull my neck. And so that was why I haven't been on, and it's given me headaches, and I've still got one now. So I had a headache for about a week. It'll be okay though. She'll be right, mate. That's how it goes. Okay, so let's get into this. I want to read you a couple of things that popped up today from you-know-who. Are you ready to finish what we started? Nothing can stop what is coming is not just a catchphrase. The next question was, are you ready to hold the political elite accountable, the protected ones? And are you ready to take back control of this country? They were the three ones that popped up today. And then Dr. Russell McGregor says, oh, where'd he go? Are Americans ready to finish this? Hell yes, they are. Landslide incoming. Okay, so I'll go back to what I've got here is, hang on. From Kira Savage, Peter Dutton, the Premier's been successful in scaring people into believing we need to keep the borders closed, keep people safe. Victoria being a disaster has made any Premier, including Premier Parler, look better than they deserve to be rated as. I've got to bookmark it so I can share it with you guys. Now I'll go to my bookmarks. They will be the first two. Okay, this from City Lawyers. This is because what the media is trying to do at the moment, I think, is get people against the police. Okay, 100 police surround people for standing in a park, no resistance, and watch the way the guy gets dragged off by his head. Absolute disgrace. Is this the new normal? And City Lawyers just say drip, drip, drip. Next time a police officer is injured, watch the difference in public sympathy to previous levels. Vic Pol are hated now. They attack a people already anguished by social isolation and economic catastrophe. Getting trust back is a maybe never proposition now. Well, I believe that, yep, some of them are in this, but I think the ones that we saw maybe weren't Australian police. But I could be wrong. And the police could be just kicking themselves, you know, like following the orders instead of standing up. But I would think that even a police officer would know that things are wrong and stand up. And, well, you'd think anyway. Okay, this from Red Pill. Jacinda Ardern is under probe for alleged links with CCP. That makes Kiwi politics completely cynophilic. Okay. Well, there you go. Do you think that she won organically? Because I don't. I think the same thing happened in Queensland. Labor just got in again. How? Are the people that brainwashed, or are they scamming? Okay, this from 3 Days, 3 Nights. Our friend posted today and confirmed the Great Reset is an evil globalist plan to get you to accept universal basic income and a one-time wiping out of all debt in exchange for taking the mark of the beast with forced vaccinations and economic enslavement. All roads lead to Rome. And yeah, so this Great Reset is not what people think it is. It's not. Yeah, that's why I was a bit wary of Nasara Jassara. I don't know, guys. That's all I've been saying. And now I've known the Great Reset is the globalist side of things. I know that for sure. So is the Great Reset the same thing as Nasara Jassara? That's all I'm just putting the questions out. It's up to you to think about it yourself. Make your own mind up. Ardent Intel said HB's back tattoo is Finger Lakes in upstate New York. Finger Lakes is a popular vacation spot for the elite. Many underground passages all throughout there. The region is known to be a hotspot for both missing persons reports and trafficking. And that's what the tattoo on his back is supposed to. There should be a photo down here. There you go. That's what it is. And I was saying that in my video the other day, that his tattoo was the Okay, this from MAGA Mama. Symbolism will be their downfall. Help me fill in the rest of the Finger Lakes. All of HB's companies are named after Finger Lakes. Rosemont, Seneca, Oneida, LLC, Owasco, they match the tattoo. Clinton and his wife own property in, I can't say that. I don't even want to try because I know I'll butcher it. Skenetaless? Oh, tell me if I'm wrong. Clinton became the first sitting president to visit the village, blah, 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 blah. Others have visited, but not during their presidencies. And they fell so much in love with the charming quaintness and the escape from the constant pandering that is now a place they frequent. And if that weren't enough, now Hillary Clinton is a senator. They attend the state fair in Syracuse every year as part of their vacation to Finger Island. Wow. What's at the bottom of those lakes? Pretty sure the entire state is corrupt. These people have family from all over. Keep in mind, a lot of wealthy folks in the cities have to have their special getaways too, right? Oh, okay. Watch the water. So we're getting, that is a big, like even the other people's comments, you can get information from reading them as well. Okay, 3 days, 3 nights. I'm just going to quickly go over these, guys, because I've got a lot of catching up to do. And yeah, I will start. If I disappear, God help us. If I do, you know where to find me. I'll be somewhere. Yeah, 3 days, 3 nights, breaking news. NG now publicly admitting they're standing by across the US and regional response units. We were warned this would happen back in 2017. Military planning at its finest. Don't worry, we got this. National Guard. Okay, this from that letter, Patriot. Patriots, it seems like this time would never come. I honestly cannot believe the election is less than a week away. Wow. Sorry, I just keep hitting that button. Here we go. And that was for, yeah, I did mention the name. I tried to skip around it and beat around the bush. Major Patriot says, between now and Tuesday, the news media is going to report that the virus is exploding and we're losing the battle against it. By next Wednesday, you won't hear anything about it anymore. So, yeah, I believe that once the election's over, you'll never hear of it again. This from Rise Up Melbourne. Italy is setting the scene. Foggia? Every night after curfew, the crowds are out. There is only one thing that can save us now. It's ourselves. We must unite, take it to the streets with crowds like never before. The one thing they fear is the people. That I guarantee. And that's up to you whether you... But apparently this is in Italy at the moment. Okay, from Dano. I'll admit I've reviewed the Russell J. Gould thing somewhat skeptically, but this is very persuasive in how everything fits together. It also matches up with patterns I've seen in the drops. Also speech patterns from the leader. And this from Lady Quanook. I'm just going to say it that way because it's better that way. This is not another 4-year election. Optics and timing is everything. All leads up to November. But will there even be an election on November the 3rd? Buckle up, the world's about to change. We have way more than we know. Recently I wrote about quantum grammar after learning how the Title IV flag and the USA was saved from British takeover in 1999 by Russell J. Gould. You can read that thread here. And it says, humanity is free, we are quantum connected. Is this the missing piece of the puzzle? Quantum. Remember the word, it's huge. It's bigger than anyone can imagine. She said, at the time I knew this was huge, but I had no idea how endless this rabbit hole would ultimately become. This will be long, but it will come full circle in the end with some massive booms. They gave us a timeline. In order to understand where we are going, we first have to understand where we have been and how we got to where we are now. In fact, humanity has been enslaved under a corrupt system for over a century. Here's a brief history. In 1871, the US became a corporation with a new constitution. The original constitutional government was vacated, however, it was never terminated. The new constitution was to be ratified by we the people according to the original constitution, but it never was. The whole process occurred in secrecy. February 21st, 1871, the 41st Congress came into session and passed an act titled An Act to Provide a Government for the District of Columbia, also known as the Act of 1871. Congress, under no constitutional authority, created a separate form of government, the District of Columbia, and a new corporate government known as the United States was born. This was a construct of the British Crown and Vatican. The original constitution had been defaced and altered when the title was capitalised and the word for became of in the title of the constitution. The altered 1871 constitution is for the incorporated USA, not the constitutional republic of we the people. Words matter. By October the 22nd, 1871, the entire nation and everyone in it was secretly captured in a war where everyone and everything was placed under the international jurisdiction of Admiralty and Maritime Law of the Sea in a global warfare effort to control all commerce on the planet. The international jurisdiction of Maritime Law of the Sea is the law under the monarch of Great Britain and the Vatican banking system. Under this, everyone and everything is recognised as a boat or vessel that is floating around in a sea of space. We are dead entities to them. As vessels, we have been captured in the Crown's global system of commerce, the shipping and movement of everyone and everything on the planet. Through the Act of 1871, we were secretly taking from the law of the land our sovereign right to the law of the sea with no rights. Under maritime law, the country is considered to be under a state of martial law at all times. There is no nation and no constitution. A clear indication of maritime law is shown through the gold fringes on the flag, and a lot of people a lot of people already know that. The gold fringe flag is not the same flag that is approved for the Constitutional Republic in USA Code Title 4, Chapter 1 and Chapter 2, which we know as the Title 4 flag. The fourth colour, yellow, is not approved in the code. The tassels on the flag are also symbolic of maritime law. In 1913, the Federal Reserve was created, which turned debt into money. We, human cargo, were the chattels that backed this debt. The feds now own every citizen as stock. Countries are ships. We are cargo, human cargo. Through the fraudulent birth certificate system, we are stocks at birth to be traded in their corporation. We are the collateral for the debt until the day we die, when they issue us a death certificate. When the Federal Reserve was created in 1913, it became the longest-running Ponzi scheme to this day, due to the fractional debt system that was strategically created to continually grow and never to be paid off. Through maritime law, the fractional debt system and the dead entity with birth certificate system, humanity has continued to be enslaved by this corrupt system unknowingly for the past 149 years. I knew it was longer. I knew it was at least 100. But I knew it was longer than just the last 20 years or 30, 50. It's been going on a long time. Language. The root of their deception began within our language structure. Everything we've been taught has been false. Time to expand our thinking. In 1988, the mathematical interface for language was discovered, known as quantum language parse syntax grammar. The man who made this discovery was Judge David Wynne Miller. When David Wynne Miller made this discovery, he worked alongside Russell J. Gould, who also created a new periodic table of elements which was so genius in its construct that it destroyed the previous elemental chart. In 2002-2003, Gould used this quantum language to rewrite a global quantum banking constitution to move foreign commerce on the planet. This saved the US $17 trillion in debt, and Russell's work was referred to as genius by the Department of Energy. Who holds that clearance? Department of Energy. It's funny because what's his name? Bolins. I can't remember his name, but one of the guys, he said the other day he had that clearance. I can't remember his name. It's BOLO something. Someone write in the comments you know who I'm talking about. I'm sure some of you know. The mathematical formula for now time quantum grammar is this 1 + 2 = 3, 3 - 2 = 1, 2 × 3 = 6, 6/3 = 2. It can be read the same forward and backward. Okay. They have weakened and corrupted the conveyance of our language to illegally harvest every one of us from birth. We are cargo to them and stocks in their illegal corporation. Quantum language ends all of this. Quantum language will stop theft, cheating, fraud, slavery, and war. It's our claim of life and restores the law of the land. There is no past or future tense. In quantum language, it's present tense, now time. Quantum grammar turns language into math, and no country has ever gone to war over a math problem. Peace is the prize. Using quantum grammar means that every document in every language reads the exact same way, top to bottom or bottom to top. It creates an evidentiary mathematical fact and an infinity when they unwind. This will become very important to remember as we move along. Quantum grammar is really just math. It's writing and speaking with correct sentence structure in present tense and is based on fact. An invalid sentence is just an illusion, a lie. There are no illusions with quantum language. Since quantum language is just math, it also has a mathematical interface, in fact, that certifies all 5,000 languages frontwards and backwards. What makes up a proper sentence in any language? Parse, syntax, and grammar. Parse is to analyze a sentence into its parts and describe their syntactic roles. Syntax is a set of rules for combining words into sentences, and grammar is a particular analysis of the whole system and structure of language. After registering this new language, every current contract in the world was deemed to be grammatical fraud. It was with this fraud that Gould and Miller uncovered the largest national security secret in the world. Everything in the past 8,500 years has been a complete lie. Quantum grammar changed the game. It's the biggest kept secret until now. When this becomes publicly unveiled, there will be a world reset on the financial system, our courts, laws, education, language, and so much more. We are going quantum. So that was a pretty good thread. I'll put all the links in the comments. And this one from N1 Nasty One. This is true. The world needs Mr. Trump to win this election just as much as Americans do. This upcoming USA election is a vote for the world, and it's not just for the US. From Aussie Red Pill, Ricardo Bossi says Trump's win will impact the corruption in Australia. Oh, yes, it will. Wait till I get down further. I know some of you already know, but there is a big thing that came out the other day, and I really wanted to do a video on it, but I had such a bad headache, all I could do was lay down. Okay, after today's post from our friend explaining the evil IMF is behind the Great Reset, anyone pushing Nasara Jassara may be inadvertently helping them. Those in proximity to Trump have said no reset, just a gradual takeover of their systems. You decide, I don't know. Okay? That's why I'm bringing you the information. I don't know either. I am just bringing you the information, and it is up to you whether you believe it or not, but please be careful. Please be careful. Ned Kelly, the atrocities of the past that rocked and changed our world for the worse are all of a sudden coming together to show an interconnected evil web of deliberate, planned actions aimed at keeping us oppressed, enslaved and beaten down. We are starting to see it clearly for the first time. Oh, wait for the next few days. You'll see it. You'll really start seeing it clearly. This from Val Glass, and she just says, wow. And this from Advocate Me Lawyers, breaking a senior constable from New South Wales Police Force has started a movement to challenge the direction given and restore community trust. Excellent. Good on you, New South Wales Police. Well done. We need all of the police to start doing this. They're raising concerns about the use of police to enforce the restrictions placed upon the citizens regarding this virus, which has seriously eroded community trust in our great police force. And it will continue, but that's what the politicians want. That's why they're doing it. They're using the police force to enforce their rules. How about some of the police go and start arresting these people for their unlawful rules? Because that's what we need. We need some police on our side who are willing to go in and start arresting these idiots. Sorry. This from Dr. Russell McGregor. The strategy in delaying the declass until post-election is to enable safe indictments and arrests and highlight the injustice of the blockade, to expose and bring down MSM, allowing a new era of truthful investigation and self-research. And I agree with that too. And this one, okay, from Dr. Russell McGregor again. Fox News host smashes Jacinta Ardern in bizarre quarantine rant. Excellent, because this lady deserves it. Lady? Not sure. Okay, let's hold out on that one. I'm telling you, I'm trying to do this reasonably quickly so we can get caught up on what's going on. I won't read every article. From N1 Nasty One, we are told that the British Queen owns 1/6 of the world. So who owns the other 5/6? And don't say China, as they are only leasing the land for 99 years. The other 5/6 is water. One of the biggest landowners in Australia besides the Chinese are Canadian pension funds organised in agreements signed under the Abbott government? Really? The Pope? Who is the Queen's financial advisor? Answer, Lord Evelyn Rothschild. Bonus, her father even had them as financial advisors too. And one nasty one says, you're incorrect research. The papal bankers control the Ross. So start researching before your next post. Okay. What else have we got here? Do you know what? Belanoff. Somerset Belanoff. Glam's calling. I'm starting to think it's not such a I don't know what it is, but it's not a I don't think it's a hoax. But that's just my opinion again. I can agree to disagree. Okay, from I don't want to say this wrong. Nyungai Warren Mundine. Am I right? I hope. Please let me be right. We need a royal commission into this. Jeffrey Epstein linked to Kevin Rudd peace think tank. Little Ruddy. Little Kevy Rudd. He's in trouble. Oh, he's in trouble. And I can't read it because they want me to subscribe and I'm not going to do that. Okay. The Daily Telegraph. You have to subscribe. Get real. Sorry. I'm not subscribing to mainstream media. I will not do it. Oh. Okay. Anyway, so, okay. Kevin Rudd has links to Jeffrey Epstein, and they were saying those who shout the loudest, or those who, I've done it again. Those who scream the loudest. Well, this one's been coming out and trying to have his say, and he hates Trump, and he's just, yeah. He used to remind me, I don't know how many of you remember Mr. Sheen. I've done it again. Yeah, Mr. Sheen. It's a furniture polish, and the little man on the ad used to look like this, except he was a cartoon. I don't know, work that one out. It's just what I think of when I look at him. From Patrick. 177777 Zachariah 17. I know, fake news, fake science, fake history. The biggest lie in history is history itself. Please never forget that. Please don't forget we're in full control. The new era starts 2021. Thank you. You think fake news is bad? Wait till you find out about fake history and science. I've known that for a while. And Hillary Clinton was talking about human trafficking here, and the only reason I brought this up is because that looks like, I don't know. I don't know what that looks like. It's horrible. Whatever it is, it's really horrible. And I don't even want to, I won't even play it because I don't want, this to poison your ears. She's going on about human trafficking, trying to help, and it makes you sick because you know it's the other way around. And also with that video I watched of JHB the other day, it was even more disturbing afterwards when I thought, because I only seen feet of the girl, it was really even more disturbing afterwards when I thought, what if that was a child? So it was already disturbing as it was, okay? But when I thought about what if that was a child, it made me feel really, really sick. So I think I'm not going to be able to watch a lot of the stuff that comes out on that. And the Frazzle one, I don't think I'm going to be able to watch that. It's going to be too painful, I think. Anyway, this from Methods. This bloke, here we go. Senate committee successfully verifies all Bobulinski material. You see this guy? I'm sure it was him that said that he had that clearance. Hang on. What was that popped up? I just shut it. I should have had a look at first. Okay, he's verifying all the materials that from HB's laptop so far. I just want to see if I can find anywhere where, because he said it in an interview. It might have been the interview of Tuck Carlson that I saw. But yes, he said, I don't know if anyone else caught it, but he said he has that clearance. Okay, from N1 Nasty One, have you heard about celebrity meats? Eat celebrity meat. Bite Lab grows meat from celebrity tissue samples and uses it to make artisanal salami. Oh dear. Oh dear. Ooh. And before anyone tells me that this is a lie, we have the tech to do this. So you really think that someone would not try this to make money? And also to try and get the public to be like them? You know what I mean? Human tissue, that sort of stuff, you know. That's why I say to people, especially vegans with these fake meats, please be careful. You don't know what you're eating. Please be careful of what you're eating. I mean, you know, God knows, honestly. But I'd prefer to go to a butcher to get my meat. I don't like supermarkets for it. Yeah, so anyway, there's that. And then there's this. He's a bit nervous. Look at him sweating. And he was yelling and, hang on, here we go. Oh no, this is a soundless video. But that's panic. Look at the way he's carrying on.
Let's bring it home.
I don't know if you've seen that clip either, but he was panicking during this.
The former
really was.
president.
Do this thing.
Oh, and this, I just thought this was interesting. I'm not sure, so I don't know. But this, from Snow White, apparently. This movement is 250 million strong all over the world. Good, hard-working people with moral values and strong families. Enough is enough to us. This silent majority deserve to know the root of all of evil. The people have power and authority, always did, only kept secret from us. If you are asked to document all of this evidence, then deliver it for justice to be held. Includes who, what, when, how. Who, what, where, how, when to, including JFK, 911. But, okay. The reason I pointed this out is because Peace Train Australia seems to think this is Diana. I don't know. I'm just bringing you the information, but a lot of people believe she was rescued before the assassination attempt. Okay, this is it. I did bookmark it. Ah, yes. From Digital Soldier and from Major Patriot as well. Happy birthday, you know who. Tony Bobulinski not only said he held Q clearance, but he made sure to repeat it, driving home his point. He was also very specific in telling us what time his sister-in-law died. Must be a coincidence. I'll put the links down. I'll pin them to the top comment so that you can have a look yourself. But he did say it. And 3 days, 3 nights, stepped in and said the Democrat riding in Philly has moved to the NG. Has allowed the NG to enter Philly just in time to stop that election fraud in Philly. These people are stupid. And again, the fact that anti-American big tech CEOs were in Senate hearings today on the 3-year delta of a friend's first disappearance should not be construed as coincidence. There are no coincidences. Who are we saving for last? Who really controls big tech? And it was a 3-year delta of this happening too, so look out for 11.3. And from Dr. Russell McGregor again, Kevin Rudd is back in the news after receiving mega bucks from Epstein. Time to remind everyone of his satanic red shoe wearing mate Paul Keating. Both pure evil. Facing former PMs Keating and Rudd. And there's his red shoes. Part of the Red Shoe Club. And he's probably just hoping to be part of the Red Shoe Club. But look how evil he looks. Keating. And remember, his daughter was caught coming out of Epstein's, I think it was his New York mansion. And this from Oz 17. A nation that surrenders their guns, surrenders their freedoms, all planned by the corrupt government so they can control the masses. And it was. That was a mess. That was a... You cannot tell me... There you go. Port Arthur rifle came from police. So how did that young autistic boy get his hands on a police rifle? How did that young autistic boy manage to accurately aim and take so many people out in such a short time? It just doesn't... I don't think so. I don't know. Sorry, I don't believe it. And this from CJ Truth. Breaking... Twitter finally cracking down on pedophiles in changes terms of service. So finally, after years and years, and this one from N1 Nasty One. Do you know the UN controls 33 other agencies that control the world? Everything from agriculture, postal services, space, mining, UNICEF, UNESCO, and many others, including the WHO and the IMF and... Oh, no, the IMF controls the UN, sorry. And, oh, my cat fell over. And yeah, I said 33, so where have we heard that number before? It's all just very interesting. And this one, from 72 Seconds. Marilyn Monroe had a child. Look. Look, where? Okay. I might have to dig into that thread there. And Curious Kiwi in Oz says, responding to Jennifer Zhang's, a true story by former CCP diplomat. I think I read this in the last one. Which Australian politician? Any ideas? Well, it looks like it could be Rudd and Keating. These two. Well, this one certainly popped his head right up. So, being exposed? I think so. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave it there for today. I'll keep looking and I'll be back again tomorrow. I've got to have a rest. My neck's pulling again. And, yeah, it's quite a sharp pain. So, I'm going to just go and rest. And I will be back tomorrow. If I'm not... Okay. From now on, if I have to take a day off, I will put it in the community tab to let you guys know so that you know I haven't just disappeared, because I did have a few people emailing and leaving comments asking where I was, and I didn't realise. I just was in so much pain. I didn't... I didn't think to... let everybody know until I started getting a lot of messages. So I'll try and do it. If I'm going to have a day off, I'll try and let you guys know in the community tab. Thank you very much. I appreciate you all for listening, and I'll definitely talk to you very soon. Okay, guys. Bye.